so well.
I once commented for a solid 4 minutes before being told I was muted. Hello everybody and welcome to Little Squid League. We are here with a LUTI Week 5 Division 7 set, the Deck Hecklers versus Deep Indigo. I am Kater and I'm joined here by Raven.
Hello.
So, for our first map, we are going to be seeing Clam Blitz against Humpback Pump Track. Any thoughts on this map mode to start it off?
Say Humpback Pump Track has quite a lot of hills that can be used to support buckets or blasters.
I mean, yeah, the whole curvy, that's the whole point of the map, you know?
Yeah.
Sloshers,
most
rollers.
players hate it.
The sloshers love it. It is bucket mania, but yeah, like you said, all of those curves really make this map different than a lot of maps that have a lot of big, wide open spaces. Weapons, like you said, sloshers, blasters, even rollers, with that fall-off possibility, they thrive here because other weapons need direct line of sight to hit them, but these players, they don't. They can just, you know, fling ink over and hope for the best.
Yeah, I really hate playing shooter weapons on this map as my main one, but just fighting against another try against my K Pro is like they have the greater advantage.
Yeah, as a former slosher player, I really enjoyed this map. You have so many, you know, slopes and crevices that you can take advantage of. It's really nice, but like you said, the fact that you need direct line of sight and that you don't have that a lot as with long shooters like K-Pro and especially chargers, you know, if you choose to play a charger on this map, you gotta be really reliant on your aim because you're already limited by all of those curves in the number of shots you can take from a point, and then when you take into account, you know, aim and pressure of the game and missing shots, the number of shots that you can take just goes down steeply. So unless you're really confident in your charger play, I honestly wouldn't recommend it here. But hey, that's your pick.
Yeah, I believe there's only like a few positions where shooters and backline weapons actually have a good advantages on the plats when you can see down at their pits, or in mid seeing on the other team's pit.
Yeah, I mean, an anchor weapon, a leader standing in mid has so much reach into those plat areas that you were saying that, like, it's definitely a gamble picking it on Humpback, but it can really pay off if you have the skill and the confidence to back it up.
Yes, indeed.
Clam Blitz on this, Clam Blitz especially on Humpback, I find people, like, most people really dislike it. I'm not completely sure why. I don't mind it that much, but it might just be because, you know, you have that route you can take behind the basket, and once enemies are behind there, you just, like, you have no chance of stopping a power clam going in just because it's so long to either jump back or to go all the way around and follow them. Kind of like Muscle Forge.
Another reason why you might like it is because you pick try.
I don't play try anymore. I have a teammate that plays try. No, I used to play like regular sloshers and stuff. I now play anchor weapons. So...
You said try. I thought you said play try.
I tried. I tried.
Oh, you tried.
To play try, and then the lack of range messed with me, so I stopped.
The try is only good on a few maps, especially Humpback with the short range, and also I don't see the map on the list, but I think it's Black Belly.
Yeah, Black Belly is the other Slosher Haven map. Alright, we're here with the first match, and despite me talking about it, there is a charger on the side of Deep Indigo, and also the V-Dapples coming out, not something that we see often, but with the beacons, that's really going to help their teammates get in faster if they put them down well. On the other side, we have... Oh, sorry?
Indeed, the beacons can help place beacons around the map, as well as behind the basket to get some sneaky clams in.
Oh, definitely. Hammer coming out and just gonna get thrown at somebody, not sure who. This ends up unfortunately gonna get taken up with 3 members of Deck Hecklers there, as it looks, and another member forced to jump out. Looks like mid is in control of Deck Hecklers right now. A lot of yellow on the map, but the Booyah and the Ray gonna come out of Deep Indigo to try and take back control of mid. Missiles on the side of Deck Hecklers. A lot is happening right now, and look at the clam count on the side of Deck Hecklers. It was 27-7. It's gone down a little bit now as they go 2 down, but that's still a lot. Oh, is going to get canceled, and that's 3 down there on the side of deck Hecklers, as control has now flipped to Deep Indigo.
As they prepare to get a push, charging up specials. It's great to get control of this mid, as they're doing a good job pulling it. As team deck Hecklers pushing back in. No need to use the specials to take control.
Yeah, they've got a lot of specials online, and they immediately went 2 down.
Nice
though. That's
hammer.
Not good. Yeah, it was a good hammer, but with their teammates going down, they can't really do anything. And you saw Fresh there, even they had the power climb, they had to back up though, and the whole Booyah Bomb's gonna get thrown at them from Link K. So really, it's just control is flipping back and forth so much here. Neither team has scored a single clam, but it looks like Deep Indigo is setting up right now. There we go. They go 2 down, but at least they got a clam, and now 2 down on both sides. They're gonna try and get the second one, and they do. The Charger's now the only one left right there, but they are still fending for themselves. Mid. Yeah, I mean they've got that pressure to put down. Up. Yeah, it's a wise decision there to back up a little bit to prevent getting rushed, but their teammates are already there, and the members of deck Hecklers are still going down with that junior going down.
It's a very important pick on the junior, keeping them support away from armor.
Yeah, no armor for them means it's a lot harder, especially because Deep Indigo does have the NZEP on their side for armor too. 2 very common weapons for armor, NZEP and Junior, so I'm not surprised there. And look at all of those specials on the side of deck Hecklers. All 4 specials at the ready, but they don't. I guess they do have clams behind them.
They have enough to get a pity.
And yeah, and there we go.
Or super.
There go the armor. There goes the missiles, and now we must wait and see whether they can use that. They've got 1 down, the Dapples are down, but the Ray is coming out and gets a pick, so it's a 3v3 situation right now. And even though they popped all of those specials, deck Hecklers really aren't in any better of position than they were, because that Booyah Bomb's gonna get thrown out into mid, force them out. And right now,
Indigo coming in to try to take mid control.
Yeah, they are certainly
They're aggressive duelies in mid. They got pushed back by missiles. Missiles are really good for dismantling teammates.
And a clan going in for deck Hecklers, more clans, but that's a full wipe on their side, committing really hard to that push, and the members of Deep Indigo able to go in and systematically take them out. And so that is going to be 60-71 as we go into the last minute and 3 seconds of this match. It is all up to deck Hecklers right now to just get in another pity and a few more clams. But with all of the clams, 26-7, 29 now on the side of Deep Indigo. Deep Indigo might even get a push of their own before deck Hecklers can respond. I mean, they're certainly looks like they're setting up for them, but you know, as soon as I say that, they go 3 down. The Davils here, the only one left alive, forced to retreat really far. And they're gonna save one of their power clans, but we have 1 minute left. And again, look at the position that deck Hecklers are in. All 4 specials online. They get the power and they just need a few more clans, but they're missing them. 3 down, but they do take the lead by 1 point right there. And the K-Shot is somehow still alive. Such a good double out of Umi on the K-Shot, able to get a few more clams in. And they're just there. I don't know how they're still alive. Finally going out, but not without taking another one with them. And now 60-53. Deep Indigo has this pity clam. They need to take any opportunity they can find to get the score back in this last 20 seconds.
Trying to find their footing back into mid. They have a super clam off to the right, ready to push in. They're going for the dive in. As a
the power in, they're going for the jump. But they go down. They're 3 down now, the Chargers, and that's a full wipe in overtime. Just 1 point, and yet Deep Indigo just not able to get that score, and deck Hecklers able to hang on by just a thread for a very tense first match there. I mean, wow. I thought they were going to get it. I thought they were going to get the power climb in, but unfortunately, defense out of deck Hecklers just would not break. And look at the Umi with the 16 KA. Wow. I mean, they're really just showing off there. Alright, next we're going to be going into Splat Zones on Skipper Pavilion. This one, I actually really like this map, both to play and to commentate, just because of the variety it offers. Pushing back in, you can decide to split your resources between top and bottom. You can go 3 top, 1 bottom, or vice versa. You can all push in from one direction. And even though the zone on Skipper is really big, if you throw a couple of specials at it, you can take it back in an instant.
It's a backline haven as well. With the
Yeah.
long map, the left and right side peaks, the backlines can able to outrange any weapon. This map.
I mean, yeah, just as an anchor player myself, either being on top or bottom is really nice. Bottom, it's so open, you get really direct line of sight, which is, you know, in direct contrast to Humpback, where you have almost no direct line of sight anywhere. Skipper is so open, you can see everything. And if you're on top, you get those height advantages if you're either standing on the ledge looking over top, or you're standing, you know, on top of the zone looking at people down below. So it's just a really nice map overall for those longer ranged weapons. But then again, doesn't mean that shorter range weapons can't survive. There's a lot of little ledges and corners that they can take advantage of if they so desire. So while it does favor a little bit long range, if short range players play their cards right, they can still thrive here.
Yes, it depends on the positioning of the backline. If it's on top, you want to go on bottom.
You just want to be where the
Yeah.
anchor isn't.
Because those small ledges are very hard to take advantage of, just from there's not that many on this map.
True, yeah. But then again, if you have an anchor standing on top of one of their you can just go and shoot on top of it, throw bombs at them, whatever. Like, if you're fighting a try, you gotta watch the ledges you're standing on, because they're all small. You know.
It tries to do a good job pushing from top because it has the height advantage.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, the Skipper zone is really big, but if you throw like a splashdown or a hammer at it, you can take it back really quickly, just because those both will cover like half of the zone. I've seen people just like throw themselves at the zone and take it back and win the match back that way. So matches can get really high scoring and really tense here.
Splat zones having a knockout capability of, if you have great control of the zone, great positioning awareness, you're able to KO just from one capture.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's completely a lockout mode just because of the static nature of objective. You know, you have certain areas that you need to control, and then once you control those, you move up a little bit. And then you keep moving up, and then eventually, in the best scenario, you just spawn camp the other team until the zone timer runs out. But you first need to get control of the zone, then you need to lock out the other team. You can't let them keep coming in. You want to hold the zone for a long time, as opposed to, you know, trying to get through the penalty and then just having the penalty reapplied to you.
The spawn camp would be difficult without the right chemistry.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, in the best possible sense, you want to spawn camp, but we saw that very even first match. I mean, seeing how well these teams are matched, I doubt we're gonna see any spawn camping.
I mean, there's no ledge or like jump you can get to their spawn and spawn camp on this map. It's just camp top and camp bottom.
That's true, yeah, but yeah, as close to camping as you can get, you know.
Yeah.
You let them feed directly into you, and oh, we're seeing a variety of weapons here. The side of Deck Hecklers is bringing out the Ninja Squid Drop Roller Try, as well as a Nautilus and a custom Eel Eater. It's something you see too often, but hey, we were talking about how open this map is, so I'd like to see that Eel Eater thrive. On the side of Deep Indigo, we're going to see the Explo come out, and which is a really nice pick for zones. All of the paint it puts out, plus you can slosh over these walls that you see on either side of the zone, so you can attack it from many more different angles. We're going to see...
These giant walls give great protection.
Oh yeah, and oh, 3 down, an early situation out here for Deck Hecklers, as we're gonna see Deep Indigo start to move up further and further. Bubble fight, bubble fight right here as it wins. It's one in the favor of Deep Indigo. Meanwhile, 2 members of Deck Hecklers Armored trying to push in from top here, but gonna get booyah bombed. The try is gonna die there. We're at 47 and counting, as the members of Deck Hecklers seem really scattered. You know, you see Umi over there all on their own, trying to pop the Inkjet, but the Eel Eater's too far away to back them up. Then you got people trying to push in from top, but the Zap is holding them off single-handedly, and they're really not together right now, as we're 20 and counting. The Neo Splash has those bombs at the ready. Finally, the members of Deck Hecklers seem to have grouped up. They've got those bubbles in, but out comes the bomb rush. 5, 4, 3, and 2 members go down. And, well, I mean, you were talking about being able to win from just one cap, and that's what we saw right there. Deep Indigo really saying they got their revenge for that last match.
See, it's started getting close to the very end as all of Team Deck Hecklers got together to go on from one push on bottom. It seems like that was the play from the very start, and it was a shame that wasn't taken advantage from the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like they could have gotten control of the zone back, or at least neutralize it if they had just tried that earlier. But it took them so long to get that together that once they were in action, the game was already over. It was just really unfortunate. They seemed to, like I said, they seemed a bit scattered trying to get back in, you know? Like they split their resources between top and bottom, but then the members on bottom got separated. So they really just couldn't do much, which was really unfortunate.
So the best play to like push in spot zones would to follow the backline since they have the most range. If you try to push alone into the zone, with the lockout's capability would just punish you instantly.
Yeah, long-range weapons like those also put a lot of pressure out, so even if they're not landing every single one of their shots, the ink that they put down still forces people to move. I mean, charters might not be hitting all of those shots, but if you see a laser heading towards you, you're gonna move. You're not just gonna stand there. Yeah. So,
and it gives the Slayers a pocket of opening to come in and get some few picks.
Yeah, definitely. We are now going to be moving into tower control on Sturgeon Shipyard. Seeing some very different map modes here in this set. I like this. Tower control is pretty interesting. There's only 2 checkpoints on this map as opposed to the usual 3. They are pretty long checkpoints though. Usually if a team's got a really good push going, they go through the first checkpoint with no resistance, but the second checkpoint is really where it's at. After you get past that, it tends to snowball really quickly.
So many times playing this map, after the first checkpoint, the wall is a really good place for the other team to like stop the push. They just camp against the wall and just keep you from moving forward.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a choke point all on its own. And again, we're seeing a lot of change between these two teams. I'm really liking the comps they're pulling out here. Deck Hecklers has a custom blaster, woo, as well as a hero splatling and finger guns. I like hero splatling. That's one of my main weapons. On the side of Deep Indigo, we've got a custom Hydra coming out, as well as Kenzo Rapid and Clear Dapple dualies. Looks like these teams both have good variety of weapons under their belts to call up when they need it.
Pop a very early armor to start pushing the tower as soon as possible and get some few picks on the left side, giving them more leeway to push.
And 3 down on the side of Deck Hecklers, yeah. We're seeing that first checkpoint fall, just like I was talking about, the Hydra sitting pretty on that tower with a full charge. We're gonna come out too, and right now the members of Deck Hecklers backed up a little bit, just trying to keep control of that, just trying to take back control of that tower. Junior able to jump down, get a pick on that Hydra. 2 down now on the side of Deep Indigo. 3 down, as that Crapid's gonna have to back up a little bit. Ray coming out to finish the deal. I mean, I was gonna say back up. They're gonna go right back in there with that baller. However, they are very smartly backing up now to wait for their teammates. But that was like, what, a minute? And we saw it get pushed all the way to 31.
The Dabble's getting good picks on the left side by itself.
Yeah, 3 down on the side of Deck Hecklers. They're not even going to be able to hop on tower as Deep Indigo just gets right back on tower. Games on tower... Excuse me, games on Sturgeon Shipyard, tower control can get really, really high scoring, as you saw big pushes happen. Big pushes happen a lot. 2 down now on the side of both teams, so that push is going to get cut short. But right now, it is still Deep Indigo completely in control of mid right now. The members are trying to come in, but this K Rapid putting in very nice work. Unfortunately, gonna get taken out by the custom blaster there, Battle of the Blasters. But again, it's going to be Deep Indigo on the tower. Custom Blaster going in on their own and getting yet another pick. They're doing
so this map is very good for blasters with all the nice blocks in the ramp. Not to get a picks around the corners.
Oh yeah, they're taking full advantage of that, and you see them armored and ready. And this is Deck Hecklers finally with a cap. Oh, our Inkjet gonna get popped, but not fast enough as the clap will swiftly put an end to that. It looks like they're gonna go around for a bit of a flank, and they immediately get called out. Yeah, that armor, I think
saved it.
Yeah, that saved their life right there.
As they're trying to get another peek in.
Splatling with a full charge.
Stopping the push. That was a nice.
And oh, the Splatling.
3? Oh, no, not 3.
So close. But the Splatling, I think they thought they were safe, and then bam, clear Dapples, which is pretty unfortunate. You know, I know the feeling all too well.
They go by so fast, you cannot react.
Yeah, oh my god. Clear Dapples, they're so fast, they kill so quickly. It's a pain to immediately get slain by one. This is gonna be deep Indigo with
going for another push on the armor.
They're armored and they're ready. Oh no, the Dapple's gonna get taken out though. And looks like they're gonna have to fall back a little bit. Yeah, that Crapid was not in a great place. Pretty smart of them to jump out right there. Hydra does have armor though. We are now 31 to 55 as we go into the last minute and 45 seconds of this game right now. Just a fight for mid between both teams. It is very much
another armor to pop up to get control of mid.
Oh my god, these that's not the Dapples, that's the Zap. I am very smart, but oh, that's a full wipe there on the side of Deck Hecklers, or delayed wipe. You know, I was gonna say it's in control of Deck Hecklers, and then bam, 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 Zap gets picks, and
yeah. Say this double armor is coming in great use.
Oh, it is. I didn't even notice that. You're right.
They're popping so much armor. They got control of mid. Then they pop another armor to push tower.
And look, they're already at this checkpoint, and it is going away so quickly. Those Dapples forcing that fight, forcing a jump out. We are in the single digits now. Out comes the Ray from the Splatling, but it gets armored over.
It's too late.
That Ray just didn't do anything because of the armor, you know? The combination of the custom Hydra that just has armor when you need it with the Zap that can spam armor, that was devastating.
This armor comes in great use pushing tower. The more armor you have, the longer you can start pushing tower.
I mean, look at that. A total of 9 armors out of both of them. Really nice. Especially against Stingray. Yeah, definitely. That armor at the end, I think, just sealed the deal.
The Rainmaker Snapper Canal.
I feel like, yeah, Rainmaker and Clam Snapper, I feel like they just follow me around to everything I commentate and everything I play, and I don't know why, but they feel so common. Maybe it's just because I don't like them, but Rainmaker, I always say I want to see a tent umbrella on this map, just because, you know, having a tent or maybe even bubbles as a shield, it makes it so much more easy. So much easier, excuse me. So much easier to take that middle path. Otherwise, you might have to opt for one of the longer routes or even go through Sneaky.
As well as the backlines have a struggle to pushing on with Rainmaker, because going up through the middle path with the backline, you have to be looking up instead of your usual down.
Oh yeah, it's literally an uphill battle. Also kind of interesting, you have 3 distinct routes to you know, they all kind of fork off and then converge again in one place for this map. You have the pretty long left route, and then the route straight down mid, and then you have that sneaky route up through the box on the right. We're gonna be starting
the very risky sneaky route.
Look! Oh no, somebody fell! Wait, no, that's a disconnect. I thought somebody fell off. Sorry. I thought somebody fell off the map and I was gonna laugh. Well, we're here. We can talk about some very interesting comms getting pulled out. The K-Dynamo and the Splatter Scope, which is not something I'd expect to see in Rainmaker, as it's a bit of a slower comp, you know. I mean, Dynamo is not something you see in Rainmaker.
See, both teams had a Dapples.
Yeah, Dapples.
Dapples 1v1.
Yeah, Blue Dapples and V Dapples. I am partial to Blue Dapples myself, as I got a teammate that plays them. I really like playing with them, and honestly, Rainmaker is as good as any to pick them, because that combination of mist and rain for trapping and chip damage, and then the really fast kill time of the Dapples. I mean, and having mist on your team in Rainmaker is really nice.
It's very easy to get caught in the mist when pushing through mid.
Yeah, especially
Because
with
once
the
you get close to the pedestal, it just keeps them from cutting your Rainmaker off.
Yeah, especially with the already lowered speed of the Rainmaker, just because of its weight class. It's a very heavy weight class. Being in in mist, excuse me, means that you practically can't move. And you know, having the Rainmaker is basically like having a large kick me sign on your forehead. So, not very good when you're in mist. But yeah, because of that, we're going to see the same two comms come out here very quickly. We're keeping the armor on both sides with zaps on both sides.
Let's see if they'll go for a pop, as it pop's not as important as this map as it does not get paint control.
Oh, the Dynamo going off for a little bit of a different approach here, going off to the right side instead. Did not quite see who Pop went in favor of it. Right now it's just going to be a struggle for mid, and nicely placed splash wall out of the K52 there. I hope they continue to use those well. But we do have early specials, or close to specials even, out of deck hecklers here. And right now, I mean, nobody wants to be the first pick, but 3 specials online for deck hecklers and none for Deep Indigo. And there goes the armor. It gets popped, and they're going to try and use this as an advantage. Rain as well, Booyah as well. The Dapple's going for a flank and gonna get 1 pick. Can they get more? They're going for that Dynamo, and you can see them 2v1ing the Dynamo there. 2 down, 3 down on the side of deck hecklers. That's delayed wipe. Members are going down left and right, but there's nobody at the Rainmaker. Those Dapples are already pushed so far up, and finally Deep Indigo gets to pick up the Rainmaker, but the Dapples are already dead. Those Booyah bombs gonna go in, but the Rainmaker gonna get caught between a suction bomb and a dynamo and a charger laser, and have everything thrown at them to cut that push short at 38. And with the Hydra being the last one alive, they're gonna try to run away. They're gonna make it. I think that
nice
push
jump out.
Yeah, that push probably could have gone farther if they had somebody by the Rainmaker. But 38 is not bad in the first minute and 30 seconds of this game. Look at all the specials online for deck hecklers right there. As the armor gonna get popped, they're gonna and the Dapple's going down though. We have 2 specials online for Deep Indigo right now, and although it feels like deck hecklers have specials a lot of the time, it feels like they just die before they can use them. Hopefully that's not the case too much in this, as it's going to be Deep Indigo picking up the Rainmaker again. 1 down on the side of deck hecklers, as Deep Indigo is going to move forward. But both the Rain and the Stingray gonna come out. That's a hell of chip damage, and the Rainmaker is just gonna go down right in mid.
So
The Rainmaker going down a lot is not going to stop Deep Indigo from having very nice control of mid, though. Unfortunately, they do go 2 down. Rainmaker is going to get reset, and this is the chance for deck hecklers to take their much-needed control and advantage. They get the pop, they have that armor ready, and the Zap's going to take it. Looks like they're going for this longer left path here. They've got to go through a few members, and the Dapples are rushing the Rainmaker, too. So many members on them, and oh, they're going to get taken out just before they can kill them. 2 down, and oh... The gal coming in clutch there. Very nice. Again,
that's a good pick on the Dapples.
Yeah, it was a very nice pick. It looks like deck hecklers is trying to use this Stingray Rain combo a lot, which is actually a really nice combo. I've played a lot C-Jet and Blue Dapples, and having the rain chip damage with the Ray is just so nice. Unfortunately, it looks like they weren't able to capitalize on it right there, and it's going to go back to being a struggle for mid, as oh no, the K-Gal got taken out by a Booyah bomb right there in the corner. It's very much in control.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
The Gal is very good for stopping the rain.
And
with the wall, just able to block it.
Look at that! That could have been
sneak it in.
That could have been a huge push for deck hecklers right there, but the Dapples just said, no, I don't think so.
I was gonna take the rain and jump out.
Yeah. I mean, Dapples are sneaky like that, you know? As soon as you know they're there, you're dead. Well, the Gal's gonna go down again.
They stopped the Gal.
Yeah,
as long as they kept the...
okay,
nope,
yeah.
The Dapples...
The Dapples. Look, I mean, the Dapples have been putting in so much work with all of these kills, just stopping the Rainmaker. And there we go. There's the Dapples 1v1 that we were talking about. And...
oh, ends up in a trade.
Was it a trade? Wow. I mean, seeing those 2 Dapples roll around each other was pretty entertaining. And Booyah bombs getting thrown at both sides right now. It's in a... Deck Hecklers is trying to keep this push alive, but it looks like the Rainmaker's gonna reset, and with the Dapples running in and getting even more picks, 2 down on the side of Deck Hecklers, looks like that's gonna make the Rainmaker reset. We've got 25 seconds left, 77 to 38, and Deck Hecklers is in a tight situation. They are not in control. They don't have, well, I think they have one special to Ray, but that's not gonna help them nearly as much as a Booyah Bomb would. They have to get in right now with 10 seconds left, but they have a member down. There isn't a member down, then the armor's gonna get popped. They need to go right now, and that's what they're going to do. They have the Rainmaker, so we're going to see a chance of an overtime push, but look, the gal! Oh, the gal said no hope for you, as that is going to be game 4 going to Deep Indigo. I mean, it feels like after that narrow win on the side of Deck Hecklers for the first game, they just said, you know what, we're done playing around. we're done with the close matches. We are here to win. Alright, we're going into splat zones on Piranha Pit for our game 5 here. Another one that is pretty open, but in a vastly different way than Skipper. You've got a completely linear, flat, open map with the conveyor belts on either side of the zone. You've got to be watching both left and right at all times, as it's just so easy for teams to drop from both sides.
As well as mid, there's 3 possible ways to get the other opponent's zone through mid. Everyone forgets about mid, as it's really good to push in with the bubbles or other specials.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, stuff like Booyah Bomb that you can throw from afar, or Hammer that can just chew through both zones. Specials get really, really important on this map. I almost want to see the E-Leader come out again, just because, again, Piranha is one of those really, really wide open maps, and E-Leader can thrive on that with its long range and so much pressure that it can put down the lines of paint, even if it's not hitting its shots. Really, really helpful to it and its teammates.
Well, with this large map, I wonder if the Dapples will come out again. I mean, it's very easy to keep watch of the short-range weapons until they go on the ramp. That becomes a scary game of, do you want to peek the ramp, or do you want to just wait for it to drop off?
Yeah, those conveyor belts can really get annoying to fight with, especially if you got somebody just kind of perching on top of there and using that. I want to see the Dynamo come back too, just because that could be really good on a map like this. No, but we're gonna see the reappearance of the Explo. No leader, but we do see a Hydra, and those Dapples are coming out, going interesting things, and that's a Tenacity Explosher. Tenacity's not something you see all that often, but hey, Explo already demonstrating the huge paint output on. That's going to be the splash down on the side of Deep Indigo. And oh no!
Dapples sneaking right in.
Yeah, 3 down, and that's pretty much a wipe with the last remaining member of Deep Indigo forced to jump out. This is very different from all the openings that we've been seeing. It's now up to Deep Indigo to break out of this lockout, because Piranha Pit gets to be a really, really lockout-like map. But they are doing a nice job of that, as the Booyah Bomb coming out to take the zones right there, and now they've got members on the ground, but they're
now they're trying to lock out the Dapples. The Dapples are trying to get some few picks before it leaves.
Oh yeah. Still, I like how they have a penalty on their 100. That happens
100 plus 1.
Yeah, 100 plus 1. You know, just to add salt on the wound, as if not having any points weren't enough. Now you have an extra point you have to get through. But anyways, the Gal gonna drop, gonna get a nice pick, get a double. Unfortunately, get taken out, but this could be the opportunity that they need. The Neo Splash is coming out with the Bomb Rush right now to take their zone, neutralize the other zone, and their teammates are out putting down paint, and they've broken out of their lockout. The bubbles are gonna come out too from the
take back their zone.
Yes, they have taken back the zones, and that try is gonna get caught out right there. And look at how much green is on the map. Deep Indigo did a really, really nice job of breaking out of that lockout, that situation, and taking it all in their favor. And now how the tables have turned, as it is now Deck Hecklers in quite a pickle here. Umi dropping, trying to get picks, but the Zap is just backing up and not letting them hit them. They have that splashdown that they're going to use.
The armor is
to take
saving.
out one. Oh, but the Explo not going to fall to the same fate twice, and that's 3 down on the side of Deck Hecklers. That Hydra, the only one alive that can't even neutralize the zone. Lead has gone to Deep Indigo right now as they are 38 and counting, and Deck Hecklers are frantically trying to do something, anything. They take out the splash, but the try is down, and it is still very much in control of Deep Indigo. Again, Dapple's dropping, trying to get picks. They are going to get a pick, and that looks like it a double. Very, very nice.
Use bubbles to retake back their zone.
3, can they get the quad? Can they get the quad on the Explo? They're certainly going for it. They can't find. Oh, the Explo jumps out, denying them the quad. But a really, really nice moment to get captured on stream there, just to show what the Dapples can do if they are played right. And with that penalty gone for Deck Hecklers, it is, oh, not quite gone. Now it's gone. It's going to be up to Deep Indigo to neutralize those zones.
Great use to Booyah Bomb,
Hey, it's like they heard me.
both zones.
Yep, as soon
It's
as
a
that
very
penalty
nice
was
perch for the Explo to keep watch of zone 1.
Oh yeah, and there they go, taking out the try as well. They're gonna go in with the bubbles too. The penalty again almost gone, but Deep Indigo's just gonna say, no, I don't think so, not today. We've got the Explo
Those
again, like you
Clapples
said.
force them out.
Yeah, the Clapples really trying to do something, but when they don't have ink under them, they can't maneuver. The try, look at the try on the perch, but forced to go down again by the Explo, who's just taking so much advantage of their arcing, sloshing potential. They're doing a very, very nice job. Booyah Bomb gonna come out again, and that's the 5th Booyah Bomb we've seen this match from the
Clapples coming in from the side, taking 2 down with it, recapturing it in the zones.
3 down, yeah, on the side of Deep Indigo. Really, really nice plays out of the Clapples here. So we're gonna be
Tries watching drop.
Yeah. Splash is gonna use those bubbles from their teammate. Nice coordination of specials, and the Splash finally taking out the Clapples. Yeah, trade.
Thanks to that armor.
A good trade though. As
Another armor pop.
So many armors. Oh, that's actually double armor.
Double armor again.
Yeah, out of Deck Hecklers this time, and maybe they're taking a leaf out of Deep Indigo's book, but it's I wouldn't say it's going badly. We're seeing a fight over this zone here between the Junior and is that the Zap? I can't tell who that is. Yeah.
The Splash.
The Splash, the Zap, same difference, but it's eventually going to go in favor of Deep Indigo as they have their teammate to back that up. And
forcing the Hydra out of position.
Yeah, the Hydra narrowly avoiding that Booyah Bomb. The Clapples there, getting a nice trade there. Hydra dropping, not sure completely why they did, as they fall to the Splash.
Probably thought they were protected by the Clapples.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So it was taken down.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. We got 10 seconds left, and it is in control of Deep Indigo right now. Deck Hecklers trying to get a push anything to trying to neutralize the zones, but they're not going to be able to do it, and that is going to be yet another game in favor of Deep Indigo. We saw more of a fight from Deck Hecklers this time, but it just wasn't enough.
It's a very odd, strange to have double armor on splat zones. Usually you only have like 1 armor to pop, then push in. As you can't use both armors at the same time to push into a zone.
Yeah, definitely.
I was surprised I didn't see much of both teams using the ramps to drop onto opponents. As I'm assuming the Explo and the Hydra just did a wonderful job watching the ramps, keeping them off of it.
Yeah, really. I mean, I saw the try up there. They were using that as a perch and using their, you know, slot. They were flinging ink down onto the zone a lot. But like you said, I really didn't see a lot of drops. I guess it's more of the style of team play that you choose to have. This next match actually is going to be a set point for Deep Indigo, because if they win this, they take 5 games, they take the whole set. Whereas Deck Hecklers, they've got to win 4 more games in a row if they want to take this set. But hey, it's still a possibility. It's not over until it's over. We're gonna see Clan Blitz on Inkblot Art Academy next, which, interesting map mode. I mean, you've got that little block that is the bane of my existence that you can just jump up on and sneak a power clam in if nobody's paying attention.
Well, flanking on this map, I mean, to allow a few more clams to continue a push, as well. The clams can reach from the bottom of the stairs, so you don't really have to get onto the plats. So like, if you're not watching the plat, it's like you're just allowing the other team, just letting them in to get a few more clams.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, you don't even have to be on plat, like you said, throw in a power clam. You can just kind of hop up onto the stair and then throw in the clam. It's a pain. But in order to extend a push beyond that first power clam, you need to have control. Otherwise, the enemy team is just going to stomp on you and drive you right back out. And with Clam Blitz, the elongated pushes, that's what matters. Getting in a lot of clams all at once before the enemy team even has a chance to defend, take your timer down a lot, because the longer you take to gather clams, the longer the enemy has to gather their resources to charge specials to paint for control. And so you want to make your pushes as fast and as large as possible.
So I want to see more about like Bubbles and Booyah using to take control of the plat, as those are really good specials to control the plat. The plat's not that large in this map, so like Bubbles can take control of the entire plat, just wiping the entire team if they are just not careful.
Yeah, definitely. Bubbles are a really, really nice special to have, just because it can, one, provide a shield, but also popping it, you can put down so much paint, and it has such a big lethal radius on plat, especially if you equip SPU, or special power-up, which a lot of Bubble players do. Want to see Squeezer, please? I love seeing Foil Squeezer on this map. The range and the bomb, it's just such a good combo. I mean, I don't know whether either team has a Squeezer player, so no guarantees, but it's just a weapon I really, really like seeing.
Just loving to see the Squeezer on top of the left and right stacks, able to peer over to poke onto the enemies of plats. Just really good.
I mean, that long range, I'm pretty sure the only shooter that outranges Squeezer is Jet, which that's a long range, combined with the really high damage and fast kill time. It's just, Squeezer's an amazing weapon, man. I don't know whether we'll be seeing it, but I really like seeing it. It's got a great kit for clams with the lethal bomb and the bubbles. So, I'm crossing my fingers. We might see it, we might not, but that's okay.
Some decent painting abilities as well to take control of mid.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not the best at painting, but it's certainly not the worst, and it can definitely paint for itself, yeah.
As you see, like, K-Pro has the Booyah to take the plat, but it doesn't have the painting ability to take control of mid.
Yeah. Thinking back to weapons that we've already seen, if the Dapples come out again, that's not a horrendous pick, really. I mean, this map, it's kind of a well-balanced map, I would say. I don't play Dapples myself, but from fighting them, it wouldn't be a bad choice. It would be interesting to see the Clapples come out again, especially using that splashdown to take control of plat, because that's such a vital area. And it forces people to get weakened, to back up. And, okay, you know what? So we are seeing the Clapples. Deck Hecklers, what is that comp?
I'm going with a 96 Deco with a splash wall and a splash down.
And the K Luna? We have a Ninja Squid K Luna and a V Mini? I'm confused, but you know what? If it works, it works. We'll just have to see how it plays out, I guess.
Team Indigo only need one win, so like might as well confuse the opponent's team.
That's true. I suppose you gotta pull out all the stops. It's now or never for him. And really nice snipe at the charger there. Yeah, they're showing off
their midline weapon.
Yeah. And right now, 2 down though on the side of Deep Indigo, so they're not gonna be able to move up just yet. As you see the K-Gal, the one carrying the clan, moving back a little bit as those
missiles on flat.
Yeah, man, we didn't talk about missiles.
Getting ready to go for a push.
Yeah, we didn't talk about missiles, but it is another really nice special to have. Forces people to scatter, move around, can even get chip damage and picks if people move in the wrong positions. Right now, it's almost just like they're playing team deathmatch. I mean, we've seen a few clans get gathered, but right now it's just people falling left and right. That we're not gonna see much fizzy spam out of the the
K-Luna.
K-Luna, yes, I almost said K52 before realizing that was the same thing. As they aren't running stuff for their fizzy bomb. But it's an interesting pick. Not one that I expected at all.
You'd always expect a K-Luna spamming fizzies. It's just a really good sub weapon, as well as picked with the blast radius.
Look at the clapples. I think Brandon got a double with that splashdown, if I'm not mistaken. And all of these clans are going to go in for deck hecklers all the way down to 50 so quickly before the members of Deep Indigo even have a chance to respawn. All the way down to...
A few seconds ago, they were all in their plat. And now it's a great, wonderful push.
23! And we just saw a push from 100 to 23 in what, 20 seconds? Deck Hecklers is not going down with... Oh my god, they're still going to 11! And those clans getting spawning on plat. We're at... Oh my god, they knocked that out! Wow.
And at the very beginning, it looked like they were struggling so hard to take control of mid.
I'm speechless. That is not what I expected at all. I think that was just a combination of unfortunate events and really, really lucky clam spawns. I mean, because as you saw, like 4 clams spawned on the plat of Deep Indigo, and just wow.
This clam spawn on the basket is just either a blessing or just an unfortunate curse.
Yeah, props to deck hecklers for pulling that off. I mean, again, it just goes to show it is not over until it is over, and they are not going down 5 matches in a row. That was very impressive, and with a bit of an unorthodox comp, too.
So it feels like deck hecklers is like not showing their full potential.
Yeah, they're not playing around either. Just again.
We might see a sploosh next round.
Oh, is that what you're looking for, sploosh?
Just the amount of weapons and variety that deck hecklers can choose from.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they've got flexes on their team. I know Umi's a flex, and I'm not sure about the others, but I'm impressed with the variety of weapons that they've been pulling out, from Splatterscope and K Dynamo to 96 Deco and K Luna. Like,
I was like, you're used to like normal comps, and that's what you're used to practicing against. But when the other team pulls out such wacky weapons, like if you can work with it, it works.
I once fought against 3 Exploshers and a Carbon on Mako clams in League, and it was so painful because the Explos gave all the paint and chip damage that the Carbon needed to just shred us, and they didn't even knock out, they just bullied us for the whole 5 minutes. But yeah, unorthodox comps can work if you know what you're doing. I mean, we have meta for a reason, but you're not forced to play meta. We have common comp structures, but if you can make something else work, heck, go for it.
So I'd just say meta is like kind of just the basic for most maps and most modes, but like it's not for every single map and mode.
Yeah, I mean, unorthodox comps they're just so interesting to watch, you know? It's not a bad thing, it's just really interesting. But here we go. Wait, here we go? Are we going? Can't tell. We are certainly going. All right.
There's 2 disconnects though.
Man, 2 disconnects. All right, we are not going. This is quite unfortunate. I mean, disconnect riddled sets. That's just a pain.
Now we
you
have
know?
time to see the weapons.
I guess, yeah. I mean, we're seeing the custom blaster
They
make a
bring out with the
reappearance.
custom blaster and the K Rapid.
Yeah.
Blaster's really
Again.
good for tower control.
Oh, definitely.
Not surprised to see them again.
We'll party on tower
Zaps
right now.
is a suction bomb's good for control of tower.
I was gonna say we saw a truce and then people just got killed. Okay, fingers crossed that's the last of our disconnects for this set because man, these have been pain. Come on, please.
So from Deep Indigo, I think they're going for a double armor again.
Yes, the Zap and the Hydra, the Sidra. That worked out for them last time we saw tower control, so I mean, tried and true. I don't blame them for picking it again.
And I believe we only saw dapples from deck hecklers.
Yes, I believe it was the Clapples out of Umi. They've been playing that a lot, and they've been doing quite well with it. Props to them.
See, and Makamura is just a very good map for like short-ranged weapons. Just sneak around the left and right stacks.
Oh yeah, stacks are heaven for those weapons, especially. I mean, we didn't see Try come out, but I've seen Tries and Sloshers play on this map, and man, as an anchor, please just let me stand on the ledges. I can't catch a breath without some short range weapon popping their head over the ledge and trying to take me out. Just let me kill you in peace, man.
The buckets can also deal a whole bunch of damage to the short range, other team's short range weapons as well, as they're not able to get off the ledge as well.
Yeah, and yeah, just having weapons that can fire over those ledges and harass people that stand on them is really nice. Yeah, we're gonna have a slight delay here as we wait for another member to get back into the lobby. Unfortunately, sometimes internet be like that. $20 a year, am I right, folks? We try.
Another $20 for the Ethernet.
Yeah. Ethernet is nice. I play on Ethernet, but even then I still disconnect sometimes. It's just unfortunate. I mean, we gotta show. I guess we gotta pay the price for it.
Gotta love them free Nintendo NES games.
Ah, yes. I don't even have those downloaded.
I've only played them like a few times. Just I got bored of it. I wish.
I mean, I guess you do get exclusive gear, I think, for being an Nintendo Online member.
Yeah, the shirt and the shoes.
Yeah, the online jersey, yeah. I mean, it's cool gear, but like, man, Nintendo. Why? Oh no, somebody else left the lobby. We might be here for a little bit, folks. I apologize. Alright, we are now back in action, yes, as we got people.
We are starting again.
Yes! We are now going! Finally, after 2 DCs, which is very unfortunate. Tower Control and Magomar, everybody. We've seen the weapons before, so no surprises here. But, yeah. Oh wait, it is not Hecklers with the dapples. You're mistaken, it is Deep Indigo. I am... smart. Oh yes, also look, Deep Indigo is Indigo. That's very fitting. I like that. Thank you. Anyways,
It's still very odd seeing a mini from team Deck Hecklers.
Yeah, that is
not really part of meta.
Not quite, but it's nice to see. And the Dapples immediately
These are
going in
nice
their
picks.
picks. They're being very aggressive here. That's going to be Deep Indigo with the first take of the tower. Already past that first checkpoint, but ooh, looks like a cheeky flank from the blaster took somebody out. And with 3 down, that's a full wipe on the side of Deep Indigo right there. And actually, with the Zap being the only one left on the field, they're just gonna hop on tower. The Hydra's there though to
push the towers.
yeah, Hydra took out the mini there. They're running away
Hydra
from the
really
auto
just
bomb.
cutting off tower path.
Yeah, yeah. I fear no man but that thing auto bomb. It scares me. Anyways, I'm just doing a really nice job here, using their fall off to their advantage to land hits and force other people to move back. Like I was saying before, even if they don't land all of their picks, all of the pressure that they put down with their range is really, really valuable for their teammates. 2 down on the side of Deck Hecklers as we see Deep Indigo hopping right back on the tower. A volley of
This
missiles
missile's really keeping them from pushing tower.
Yeah, really nice on the side of Deck Hecklers there. It's almost like we're seeing team deathmatch, as you know, both teams trying to get on the tower, but we haven't seen huge scores. Deep Indigo did get past that first checkpoint though, which is going to make future pushes a lot easier for them. But again, it looks like, I think both teams are kind of looking for that big opportunity, that 3 down or wipe situation, and we haven't really seen that much of that yet. The mini, the splash down, the torpedo, and they do not survive. That's just gonna get attacked relentlessly by those Dapples. I saw them standing there.
Tower's getting abused right now, as specials being thrown to keep it from pushing.
Yeah, but it looks like we're gonna see takes of the tower. As Deep Indigo looking to extend that lead a little bit. Very, very aggressive plays by the Dapples. They're forced to back off a little bit wisely as they know they can't take that. Only to 64, but still 1 point is better than nothing. And mid is still in control of Deep Indigo right now, but again, tower's just kind of getting reset back to mid, and it just feels like the members of both teams are going for isolated picks rather than the tower itself.
As you can see, like tower was very easy to stop with the specials. It's just you cannot push tower while the players are on with the specials.
Yeah, stuff that both teams have, that Booyah Bomb, missiles, you know, all of that just kind of forces tower to stop in its tracks. Nice little 1v1 here, winning going in favor of the K-Pro. A little bit of ducking under the NZAP. Great job out of them. Umi's had a lot of nice on-stream moments tonight.
Team Indigo down 2. As now Zao spawn in.
Yeah, this is
giving the opportunity finally for them to push in.
Look at Umi, they've got slick moves on stream tonight. You ducking under anybody that tries to shoot at them. They've been alive for such a long time, but unfortunately they are going to be the last one of their team alive. They're still going to get a pick though. They get 2. Oh my goodness. They look like they're going for their 3rd with that.
They're not leaving.
Oh, they get shredded, but
shredded.
Wow. Here, look at their KA. They've got 9 right now, and the Dapples though 11 KA. So both of these Slayers on either team just really, really showing off tonight. Still a pretty low-scoring game, and can you believe it's already been 4 minutes of?
Despite all of the slaying that's been going on,
Yeah.
it's like.
I mean, look at the Dapples. They have 14 KA. Really, like, oh my goodness. Like, and 10k on the side of the Zap. Deep Indigo is really just slaying right now, and they've finally gotten on the tower. This is their opportunity to push it far right now, all the way down to 48, which is huge. Every single point counts so much more. 2 down on the side of Deck Hecklers as they're going to continue getting it to that second checkpoint. We have 30 seconds left, and right now Deck Hecklers is not in a good position. 2 down though on the side of Deep Indigo, which means that they have
just
a
Umi
chance.
pushing in, trying to slay and take control of back of mid. Doing a wonderful job.
And oh, the blaster gonna go down there, not where they want to be, but they have a chance that Boo's gonna come out to push the, I'm not sure, the K-Gal? There's no K-Gal here, I'm extremely smart. The Crapid, back a little bit, but the Crapid gonna go in with that baller. Oh, they push. Did you see that? 3 down now. The Crapid's baller explosion popped the ink armor of the tower rider, and it sent them flying off the tower. So armor working against them there. That there is going to be the game for Deep Indigo and the set. That's going to be 5-2. Deep Indigo wins over Deck Hecklers in this LUTI Week 5 Division 7 set here tonight. And look at those KAs, 17, 14. I mean, We really did just see team deathmatch there, didn't we?
Very intense matches. Just
I mean,
when you have the Dapples, like Dapple mindset from both teams,
yeah.
you just have a mindset just to kill.
Kill, you know, and that's exactly what they did. But wow, I'm impressed by the showing of both teams. I mean, there was a lot of individual skills showing off, but also some great team play, and like we were seeing special coordination, especially in that last match where kind of everybody was stalemated until the very end when Deep and Go said, all right, you know what, we're ending this right now. And they got a big push off. That's all it takes to win a match, you know? Being at the right place at the right time. But that just about does it for that set tonight, everybody. Thank you for coming out and watching. Raven, where can the wonderful people in the audience find you on the internet?
They may see me on on Team Sepidence and my Twitter Red Cannon.
Oh wait, I think we might have fought you. LUTI. We might have fought you. Anyways, now I think about that, and you can find me on Twitter at Cater_, where I tweet about a lot of the things I commentate. I'm gonna be commentating Lewink this weekend, so find me there. And yeah, thank you everybody for coming out and watching. It was a blast. Thank you guys
so much.
Yes, thank you Raven for commentating with me. It was really fun. This was your first time, right?
Yes, first time.
I hope it was
it's hard to keep up with you, just talking so much, talking so fast.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, it's been a while. Commentating is one of my favorite things to do, and it was such a pleasure commentating with you tonight. Again, thank you everybody for coming out to watch this. And be on the lookout for a few more LUTI sets that LSL is going to be streaming later this week on Saturday and Sunday. That does it for me and for Raven. Thank you all, and good night.